Hello World Wide Web, I'm Dr. Shado, the internet personality with the best internet, back on Banished, and I have to admire how good the engine is on this game. Because if you might have noticed, we're now recording at 1080p, and it's still at 60 frames per second, and it's a solid 60 frames a second. Gaming land, load. And right now, I'm ripping a fucking Blu-ray. So it's doing that as fast as that little thing can spin, and that's taking up some CPU power. But here, boom, 60 frames a second, still recording at 60 frames a second. Nice! Very nice. And oh yeah, pause. Okay, what do we got going on here? We don't have a trader in there, but we have a fuck ton of leather I put there, because that's worth something, and I get that from hunting, and I don't have a tailor, and I don't have the people to spare to make a tailor, so fuck it. Also, I did discover... I tested a little bit of recording and I was like, let's fuck around and see what the hell. I deconstructed the boarding house, and yes, you do get some resources back for that. I'm like, okay, good, that can help. People grow up, they will. We got 7 adults, 4 students, 3 children. So this is still being demolished. So much shit that went wrong last time with that fucking... I was about to say volcano. Fucking, tornado. But yeah, it reminds me, SimCity 2000, or was it 3000 when they added the volcano? I think it was 2000, but it was kind of weird because the volcano would just grow out of something and immediately fuck you up. Well, that's the problem. Firewood. If you'd stop burning it so much, it wouldn't be such a problem. Okay, we got a trading boat. Boom. What do they got for us? Wool. They can keep it. Because when I was doing the test earlier, the fucking trader came with chickens, and I was like, oh, and I was making a pasture and all that, but, well, I wasn't saving any of that. I was just testing to see if I could record at 1080p 60 frames a second, and indeed, I fucking can. And then I was testing to see if it worked while ripping a movie, and indeed it fucking does. It's like, this is fucking sweet. I can hardly do anything on this machine, but I can still play this and record at 1080p 60 frames a second. You know, I got the 60 frames a second mod for Earth Defense Force. I can't fucking record that at 60 frames a second, and you have to be able to keep that thing at 60 frames a second if you have the 60 frames a second mod, because otherwise the game runs in slow motion, just like it does if you can't keep it at 30 frames a second. Which is why Fraps was not working out for 1080p in that game. Oh, it's so pretty, 1080p 60 frames a second. So next-gen this game is! Or just such a good engine they used. Or maybe they were just really efficient with how they'd use it. Whatever the case, it looks good, it records good, I like it, and I can see everything, and I can access all the shit down here without it being blocked off because I've moved my taskbar to the left side. We're good. Okay, we're gonna have to upgrade these fucking buildings if I want to stop them burning all the fucking firewood so much. The iron, stone, and wood. The wood's the biggest problem, but the wood's what I'm going to be saving by doing this. Pause the production of the market so they don't throw all the log, stone, and iron in there to build that. But they will remove the log, stone, and iron that they recovered from it. It's amazing that they didn't recover any of that venison jerky. Well, that's if I'm not. Logs, I'm working on it. Yeah, they're finally getting around to chopping down those trees I told them to chop down ages ago. We got 10 adults, we're 15 population. Shit's bouncing back. No, not that. I want to chop down trees. Chop. Choppy chop. Or chop chop. Whatever it is. Get these trees, if you please. And that tract, if you... That's... Fuck it, I don't know. Could be really useful when it comes to upgrading us to stone houses, which you're not fucking doing. Why are you not doing? We need it. It's winter now, or late autumn. It's gonna be winter in a second, so we kind of need the upgrades. So we got all those little plants there. That's all stuff that the gatherer can get. Things like the mushrooms, onions. More onions. I have no idea what that is, but it looks edible. All this stuff that the Gatherer is supposed to be collecting for us, and they're not. So, just hop to it. And another Gatherer getting more food. But I suppose we can say, fuck this boarding house. We don't need it. It's a problem. Firewood. I know, there's always a problem with firewood. I'm trying to fix that by giving you stone houses. There's a big pile of firewood there. What are you doing with all the firewood? We need hunters that know how to hunt. We need an herbalist that... Well, we just need an herbalist, honestly. Okay, we got a population 18. Doing better, better, better. Get your ass to work. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, you! What are you? Hey, get back! Get back! Pause. 3 years old? I don't care! Chop up a stone and haul it! And why is that still sitting at 22? We have the stuff we need to make the wooden... the upgrade. We have all the stuff we need. Upgrade the damn thing. Okay, we got a boat. What do they got? Hide coats! Yeah, that'll make people warm, but fuck them. Don't need it right now, and I'd rather just make a tailor and make hide coats and shit like that. But I need the people to be able to do that first. Oh, is that a population of 19 I see? Oh yeah. Who died? Never mind. Student died of starvation. Oh yeah, is that a population of 18 I see? Why you die? You got food everywhere. You got food walking here. You got food walking through food. Just get the food. Why you... Don't leave the basket in the goddamn woods. People starving to death. You guys like, okay, I'm gonna chop up this onion plant and leave it. And then you're like, oh, my kid starved to death. Well, you are the shining example they had to work from, and that's what the fuck you do. Who else starved to death? Are they that child? All your kids are dying. We need them. I mean, yeah, right now all they do is eat and take up space. And that time they'd spend doing that is extended with the time they go to school. But we still need them. Otherwise, the city is fucked in a half. Sandra the Builder has starved to death. God, come on, stop starving! Oh, I'm asking so that you do your fucking jobs. Why do we even have a builder? They're not doing anything. The goddamn blacksmith starved to death. Would you just stop dying of starvation? There's food everywhere! Why did you forget how to fucking get your food? You're just fucking do your shit and you're like, no, I'd rather die. Who cares about the logs right now, for fuck's sake? And why aren't you fucking building it? Yeah, I took the builder away, but they never moved! They never did anything! I'm like, upgrade that. He's like, I'll get to it. We took down the boarding house. Great. Next to the herbalist. Who died? The students. Great. All our kids are dying. We're going to end up with another fucking group of old-ass motherfuckers who don't know how to fuck. It's just brilliant. It's wonderful. Can't wait to have that happen again. Who now? The goddamn blacksmith again. There is food all over the fucking place! There's more food in the city than people! It's just walking around! Just fucking get it! What? No! The hunter! The fucking hunter! Hunter died of starvation! Fucking there everywhere! Hunter died of starvation! Educated hunter! Died of starvation! All these fucking deer here, fucking, get the food, you dumb shits! I swear, deer everywhere. Our food supply's lower than fuck. Why are you so stupid? Why are you so stupid? We were bouncing back population-wise, and then you ate everything and forgot how to refill it! Yeah, that's really how it works? You gotta demolish it and then rebuild it? I guess that makes sense because stone isn't wood, but when you say upgrade, I don't think it means tear the whole thing down. I need 24 logs. I had them before! If you didn't jerk around for so long with getting the damn thing torn down! How do you rip down a wooden house to replace it with a stone house and say, oh, I can't put the stone house up because I don't have enough wood. Oh, you don't have the materials to cut wood. Well, fucking stop burning it all up! The student died of starvation. Of course! And I got the teacher going, trying desperately to make these motherfuckers efficient, but all the kids keep dying before they can fucking join the workforce. Uneducated forester who's about to die, they just died. Called it. And the teacher is educated, which should mean that they're a little more efficient at the teaching job, so they're not going to be like 28 by the time they graduate. Why do they need an iron tool for fucking educating? What the fuck are they doing to the kids? Why are you keeping out of food when there's food everywhere? Why is everyone starving to death still? And I got so many of you on job for gathering food. 2 hunters, 2 gatherers. Like half the fucking workforce is about getting food. And you still have no food. And there's food walking around in front of you. But you're just stupid fucks. And can't you fucking finish building that house? It's been years. The bare fucking house said upgrade this house. Years. And you still have just a fucking empty lot. And it took you years to make it an empty lot. You just left the house standing for how long? Okay, population's back up to 17. That means we're gonna have a massive die-off. Everyone's gonna starve to death, freeze to death, die to death, I don't know. Whatever the hell they're gonna do, they're gonna be happy about it. And then they're gonna look at me like, Decker, why didn't you let us live? And I'm gonna be like, 'cause you're so stupid! Okay. What? The hunter died of old age. Well, that's great. Chop down those fucking trees just like I fucking told you to, and increase the priority of to especially fucking tell you to, and then you're just sitting there like, what are we supposed to do? You're supposed to chop down the trees! That's why I told you, chop down the trees! And then you do shit like this where you chop down the tree, but you leave the fucking logs! Yeah, dumbass, get the fucking logs! You dumbasses! You such dumbasses! Who died? Old age, starvation, back to 8 adults, 6 kids. Time for some kids to starve to death. Why have you still not put any goddamn logs on the goddamn stone house thing? Why you gotta be so horribly stupid? Now we're out of fire, we have 1 log. My god! Why are you so bad? Why are you so bad at survival? I mean, I'm trying, I'm doing everything, I'm just positive, I'm making sure everything is fucking perfect, and you're still fucking starving, freezing, just being old, and this just keeps continuing. Oh, they actually put 4 logs, and there are only 20 to go, and then they can start building that goddamn house that they've been trying to build for a decade. It's early summer, and you're already out of firewood. How is that possible? Who's burning the fucking firewood in the summer? It says it's 80 fucking degrees outside, and they're like, you know what would make this a lot better? A blazing fire in my living room. Chop down the fucking trees like I told you to 5 years ago! Logs is low, logs is low, logs is low. Well, if there's just fucking... Yes, there's some fucking logs, they wouldn't be low. I told you to get logs, you still haven't! What? Now, firewood, firewood, firewood. It's autumn. What are you doing? Stop burning firewood when it's not even cold. God damn these stupid shits. Oh, now you're chopping down the tree. Now! You finally got around to chopping down 1 fucking tree. And you turned it into firewood. Okay, that's all. I still don't have anything for the goddamn stone house, which was the whole fucking reason! You're cold now, you're cold now! Well, you thought about that before you burnt all the fucking firewood in the middle of goddamn June! Stop complaining about being cold, it's 55 degrees! That's not cold! Motherfucker, I'm from Vermont! Well, you might actually have an excuse to burn firewood in June. You're burning something, you got fucking thing going. You're complaining that you're cold. It's 70 degrees! There! Dick! What do you got for trade? Logs! Normally I'd be like, get that shit out of here. But considering these guys are fucking idiots, I could use all the logs I can get. Take that shit up, chop that shit down, grab that too. Grab that. Don't tell me your hands are full. You just picked up 2 logs, 2 big piles of like 6 logs, and then chopped down another tree. If you could chop down that tree, you can carry the fucking logs. What? What building is caught fire? Where? What building? No! Are you serious? Please, someone... Yeah, gather water. Yes. Good. A lot of people have been doing that. Good. Because for fuck's sake, that's the goddamn residential area. I don't need that fire spreading. What are you doing? You're fucking throwing all sorts of water on it and it's not doing shit. The place is still burning. How is this possible to do this bad? The whole city is right there. Pouring water all over the smallest structure available. They are 20 feet away from the lake. And they fail! Now you're complaining that you're homeless. Why did it spread over there? How did it spread over there? Come on! What the fuck? What the fuck? I didn't cause that, and it was in the best position to be taken care of, and it has become the worst thing ever! How the fuck could that possibly be taken care of if the best position doesn't work? Everything just fucking burnt down! Everything just fucking burnt down! Okay, so there's the damages. Now they're complaining they're cold and hungry. Ugh. Remove that. Remove that. Remove that. Remove that. Remove that. And remove that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings left, which is like barely enough for everyone. But they're complaining that they don't have firewood. They're complaining they don't have food. Because they're just going to complain. That's just what they do. So I have told them, make a new stone house over here. Maybe. If they feel like it. So no one's complaining about being homeless. So they all have a home, but how packed in are they? And if the kids have nowhere to move, they're not going to reproduce. Or maybe someone else is homeless. Little 72-year-old laborer. Well, fuck her. She's gonna die anyway. Remove the shit and get the resources you can out of it. I have no idea how you get wood out of a burnt-down home. But whatever. Use it to build the other goddamn houses. Stone ones. Good. They're building the stone house. They built the stone house into the neighboring house. Reserve of logs is low. The reserve of logs can go fuck itself. Okay, they almost got that house built. And then I'll still need to build 4 more to get to where I was. That's great. I dismantle the boarding house and then end up with a bunch of homeless people. Why you gotta sit there and just be like, you know what would be fun? Dying. Starving to death sounds like it'd be a real blast. Okay, we got 1 more stone house going. Boom, boom. No one's living in the stone house, so we're still burning shit inefficiently because they're dickheads. We're back up to a population of 20? We finally scratched our way back up there. Okay, we just have less... I made a huge cemetery, and the graves eventually decay, I guess. Okay, it's springtime. Let's up the farmers. Let's maximize the farmers. See if that gets us fed. And 23 as the 22 as the population. The builder has died of old age. Ah, this house being built. So nice, so lovely, so homely. I'm as in like a home. Finished. 98%. Put the doorknob in. Okay, 2 more stone homes there, and that should bring the housing situation back to where it was. But it's also going to take pretty much all the stone and iron I got, and of course wood that I don't even have yet. Trading boat. What do you got? Cattle! I like the sound of that. Okay, so we got our 2 cows there. Gotta build that pasture so that we can... Or I hope one's a cow and one's a bull. We gotta build our pasture so that we can start getting them to graze and grow, and you can milk the cows and eat the bulls' balls and make them reproduce and just be like, yeah, beef, it's what's for dinner. 19 adults. Got 4 people in the labor force alone. Okay, while we're at it then, let's just say up a hunter and a gatherer. Because I like food. But I'm gonna need to build more houses soon, because just so many fucking people who died. Earl the Builder. Now I'm wondering if there's actually a chance that I'm gonna name someone Bob, because that would be a horrible notification. Bob the Builder has died of starvation. I do hope these cattle reproduce. What do we got? Controls the number of animals to keep in the pasture. Exceeding this count will result in livestock being slaughtered for food. So you can have 20. You can load up on 20 of them, and then I can say, you know what? I actually really want to get a bunch of food right now and say slaughter them all. Fuck, the population's 32. Holy hell. Yay, we have a calf! Which means I can have a bunch of inbred cows, and they can go crazy, and we can eat their meat and then get sick. Great! How the hell did deer just run into the fucking herd? Like, into the pasture? Hey, that's my cow's food you're eating. Stop that. Someone please kill that deer. Boom! We have a market. Yay! Need stone to build more homes. Lots more stone, because fuck wooden houses, because goddamn firewood burning motherfuckers. I had cold winters, and they had, like, next to no firewood, and they survived! And I say it's because of the stone houses. But anyway, I've been playing for goddamn near 2 hours again. Actually, a little over 2 hours again. And 9 graves now. It's like... oh man, I really hope that I didn't fuck myself with the cattle by not getting all the cattle I could. Oh man, please. I need cows. Oh, but anyway, I'm gonna leave this video here, and yeah, it's still Banished, it's still a pain in the ass, it's still causing me to hurt my throat because it's so frustrating at times. But at the same time, we learned a few more things, like how stupid the fucking fire system is, that it's not even worth bothering to fucking work against it, because it doesn't do shit! Everything burns down anyway. And... yep. We got our market back. That's so nice. We have a store of 3,000 food, almost 300 firewood, 66 logs, no stone. But we're getting there, we're doing it. We're doing it. This game is fucking hard.